author and nutritionist Robert Ferguson. Please welcome Robert Ferguson.
All right, y'all, let's hear it for America's Fat Lost Coach, Robert Ferguson!
Hello, this is Roberto Lorenzo Ferguson coming live on a Saturday. Now, if you're catching a replay, hey, treat it like it's live. You know what I mean? I am your nutritionist, and I'm a guy who shares because I care. And man, what an exciting and beautiful moment we live in at this very moment in time. However, it's one of those moments when you're aware of certain things, it can really make you feel sad. Like with what's going on over in Hawaii, it just breaks my heart. So I'm thankful and excited about certain things in life, but I am so sad because of what is happening to these families and these people and the lives that have been lost. You know, you can be excited and happy because in your little world, maybe you're having a good moment. I mean, 2 weeks ago, I wasn't. You know, in the last 3 weeks, I've watched 5 people that I know very well leave this earth. One of my very dear friends was given 3 months to live. But then again, I'm happy and I'm sad. And then when you see things that take place like in Hawaii, it just makes you just feel thankful, but it makes you feel sad because these people are going through it. So I'm sending prayers and blessings to the families, expressing my condolences to people that have learned that they've lost a loved one. I mean, it's just a really sad thing. So I just want to just say that up front, that it's an interesting, weird day, but I'm definitely thinking about the people over in Maui, and I'm also thinking about people in all other parts of this world we live in that are going through it. We don't know about all of it, but we know about a lot of it. You know what I mean? Just weird. It's just a weird moment. So I'm thankful to be in a position today to share with you some information that I believe can help quite a few of you. And when I say help quite a few of you, I'm talking about those of you who you want to exercise. You know that it's important to exercise, but are you doing the right thing when it comes to exercise? So that's my question back to you guys. Like, one, what is the best exercise? 2, is there a better time throughout the day to exercise than other times? I believe I can help bring clarity to this, and I can help you out because I believe many people are exercising and they're putting in the time to be active, but they're doing it all wrong. And I can demonstrate that really quick. Like when I have my clients and they're exercising based on what they want to achieve, it's really clear to me that they're either doing exactly what's going to help them get there, or they're actually doing something that fully contradicts like what it is that they want to achieve. So one, I would say the preference to all of this is, if you are exercising, why are you exercising? That would be the first question I would ask. Are you exercising because you know it's good to stay active, to keep your flexibility, your range of motion? You just want to stay young, heart health. Like, why are you exercising? What is the why behind you doing it? Like what is the goal? So if you're exercising, what is the goal? Like what is your goal? Now, as I dive into this, I want to just say real quick that everything I'm sharing today is brought to you by our Detox Drop. Drop it like it's hot. It's a program. It's a 7-day program. Anyone can do it. Everyone can benefit. You can learn more about it by going to our store. I just want to put that out there real quick. And if you're new to me and you ever want to like catch up on some of our shares, go to our YouTube channel. You can search my name, Robert Ferguson, Diet Free Life. Sometimes we provide a link. And if you want to learn more about any of our programs or services, you can reach out to us through our website or go directly to my assistant, Lori. Okay. I'm going to answer these questions, and I think we're going to do it like in a pretty quick way. But let me kind of preface by asking, what do you think the best exercise is for everybody, or maybe just for you? Running, walking? Is walking exercise? Who believes that walking would be helpful and beneficial? Something to think about. Lifting weights. Would it be smarter or more wise for me to lift weights in comparison to walking or running, or would it be better to walk, run instead of lifting weights? Or should I be doing a combination of both? Again, it comes back to like, why? What is your goal for exercising? What about yoga? You hear a lot of positive things about yoga. Same as for Pilates. Should I be exercising with yoga every day? Should I be on my stationary bike? I mean, do you know why you do what you do? Should I be doing things like this, like, trolling the rope? Maybe being in a boot camp, fit camp, maybe boxing, hitting the bag. What do you think is the best exercise? I'm ready to share with you. I'll tell you. Otherwise, I'm just going to randomly kind of just talk you through it and give you some ideas. Because I believe everyone, whether you're stuck in a wheelchair or whether you don't like the sweat, everyone find a way to exercise. Now, this is what's in my head when I'm helping people with their exercise. I'm always thinking, what are they willing to do? Okay. And then what are they capable of doing? That's as a trainer, right? So if I'm training someone, I'm always looking at, okay, what are they willing to do? And then what are they capable of doing? Right? So you may be willing to run hills, but you're not conditioned. So at this moment in time, you're not capable to run and sprint hills. Now, if you ultimately want to run and sprint hills, then we'll put you on a training program that is going to put you in a position where you're actually capable of running hills. Like the other day, I had a lady reach out to me, and she's pretty fit. She knows how to work out. She's got a beautiful workout gym, but she wanted to hire me because she wanted me to put together a workout program for her, which I do. I don't advertise it, but I will do that for people who want a workout routine. And I said, so what is the goal? She says, well, Robert, I'm strong. I've been working out my entire life, and I cannot do a chin up or a pull up. I want to be able to jump up and grab that bar, and I want to be able to do some pull ups. So can you put together a program for me that will get me to a place where I can actually perform pull ups? So it was clear. She was clear on what she wanted. It wasn't about losing weight. It wasn't about preparing for a marathon or a triathlon. It was like, I want to be able to perform pull-ups, or am I just that one person that will never have the strength to do that? So I put together a program, and fortunately, I've done this for some people over the years, and she's now on path to being able to do pull-ups. Now, as a result of having a program that's that clear, that specific, she's going to get stronger in other areas of her body. She's probably going to drop a little bit more body fat. A lot of things are just going to get better because we actually have a clear reason why she's exercising and where the exercise program is going to take her. See, a lot of people just go to the gym or get with a trainer and they don't really know where they're going to ultimately get to. They're just working out, which is fine. But if you can have some clear set goals of exactly where you want to get to include dropping body fat, then it's easy for a good trainer to put together a program for you that will get you there. Okay. And then there's a whole bunch of psychology around exercise. So let's say you have a person who they love yoga. Actually, you know what? Let's flip that. They hate yoga. And they'll do any other exercise but yoga. But let's say that yoga would improve their golf game because they love playing golf. If you can get them to see that performing yoga will improve their golf game, now they're willing, and of course they're capable to put in some time to do yoga if you can help them see how yoga is going to improve their game. So now it's not just performing yoga because it's yoga and it's an exercise routine or method. They're performing yoga because they want to improve their golf game. You see what I mean? Like if you think that through, and you could switch that around. I know a lot of people, and I've worked with quite a few people who they love yoga, but they hate lifting weights. They love yoga, but they do not want to lift weights. And if you say, hey, lifting weights will be good for you, especially as you're maturing in life, they'll go, yeah, I know it'll help my osteoporosis. It'll help me keep my muscle as I get older. I mean, I hear all the benefits, but I just don't like it. I said, but you love yoga. They go, yeah, I love yoga. I said, are there any poses in yoga that you would love to be able to perform, but you have a hard time or a difficult time performing certain poses or moves? And they go, oh yeah, maybe it's one, they're just not strong enough. Oh, now check it out. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the person who wants to have a better golf game. So what we're gonna do is get them to see that if they get on a resistance training program that's going to make it where they're better at yoga, it's not just about doing resistance training. It's like they're going to, when they're doing resistance training, they're actually doing yoga because they have connected the dots that the resistance training, they're doing it to improve what they love the most, the yoga. You guys see how you connect the dots? Some of you don't even want to perform resistance training because you just have no interest in it. But if we can come up with the psychology to make it where there's a motivation woven into performing resistance training, and you have a clear program that you are capable of doing and is clear, we could probably get you to do it. Okay. I'm going to go through these slides and then I'll get out of here. Okay. I want you to look at these slides. Let's go through them. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, whatever randomly comes to mind, I'm going to share. But here's the take home that I would give you. If you're not exercising, the best exercise for you will be the one that you're willing and capable of doing. Simple. And it could be anything from walking to yoga to Zumba to dance. Whatever you can get yourself up to do, that is a good thing to do. Start there. Now, one of my clients, back in the day, Gloria, I'll never forget, I kept pushing resistance training. I really wanted her to get her body fat down. She had lost a lot of weight. She loved to walk. So what I did is I brought in the psychology. I said, okay, if we could tie in the resistance training as part of your walking routine, would you be willing to give it a try? And she says, I would be willing to give it a try. So I didn't give her a 30-minute resistance training workout. What I did is she had some dumbbells. I put together something that was part of her warm-up. And if she didn't want to do it as part of the warm-up, it would be part of her cool down. And she preferred to do it up front. She said, if I'm going to do it, I'll do it up front. I said, okay, good. I said, what I want you to do is you're going to warm up for about 12 minutes. And I gave her a routine that she would just look at it and she would go through it and then she would take off and walk. And the routine was a resistance training structured routine. And she made that part. I think I started her at 6 minutes. It was nothing strenuous, but I got the dumbbells, the weights in her hands. This woman went on to love resistance training as she continued to love walking. And she felt that she got stronger with her walking as she cross-trained, okay, training a different, like crossing over, doing different things with her resistance training, and then she did it. There's a way, you guys. Hire a personal trainer. You can go on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of free workout routines there. There's a way that you can make it work for you. You can reach out to us. If I can help you out, if I have a routine that's already done, I'll give it to you. If you're a client of mine and you go, you know what, I want to like make some changes, or I want Robert to take a look at my exercise routine, I strongly recommend you do that. Because when I find out more and more about what my clients are doing with their personal trainers, sometimes it's perfect for them. And sometimes based on where I know they want to get to, the way their trainer is training them is actually causing them to go further and further away from what the real goal is. Okay, case in point. One of my clients, okay, I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but she has a good trainer. He sounds like he's a good guy. And the way he was training her was to be more like a linebacker playing football. And she wanted to lean out and drop some body fat. But he was training her in a way where she was bulking up. So to lose weight, it was becoming more and more difficult. And so when I looked at the exercise, I communicated with her and I said, hey, this is how I would approach it with your trainer. I gave her some tips because you don't want to offend anybody. You don't want to hurt anybody's ego. And she shared it with him and he saw what she wanted, changed up her routines, and where she was stuck with losing weight, the pounds are coming off. She's getting compliments left and right, dropping body fat. Now she wants to become, she's not probably, she's going to become a coach because she's got all these people asking her, wow, you look great. What are you doing? Like, and she's talking about having a nutritionist she's working with, which is me. And her numbers are going in the right direction now. Her body is screaming that I'm happy. And people are approaching her and they want help from her. So now she's going to be a coach. Isn't that cool? That is just so cool. Okay, so let's go over some of these pictures. I'm just going to make some comments and then I'll be done. All right. Let's say when I look at this picture, and this kills me when I go to a gym and I see a woman who's 250 pounds, has not really worked out consistently over the years, and she's doing an exercise like this. Now, I'm not saying that someone who's overweight or has weight to lose can't do this. But unfortunately, many trainers will train you in a way where you feel like it's fun, which is fine. I get that. But if it's not helping you get to where you want to be, but it looks cool, who cares? I'm all about results, outcomes, you guys. What is the outcome that you want? What is the goal? And then create an exercise routine program that will help you get to the goal. See, I've consulted gyms like World's Gym. I consulted Gold's Gym, the largest co-ed gym in the world, for a couple years. And I've worked with a whole bunch of gym owners. And one thing that I know for sure, when it comes to people in gyms, over 90% of the people who go to a gym, they join the gym to lose weight. 90%. And that same 90% do not lose weight. If you ever go to a gym, go to the gym, you'll see the same people doing the same workouts. Everything's the same. 8 months will go by. A year will go by. 2 years will go by. They look the same. Nothing's changed. Now, they're active, and there's a benefit to being active. but they joined because they said they wanted to lose weight, and those people aren't losing weight. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Is you have a large majority of people that join, pay money with the goal of losing weight and never lose weight. Unbelievable. It's because you get caught up in this minutia or like doing things that aren't taking you to where you said you want to go. So exercises like this sometimes just does not make sense. It's like, why are you doing that? Like, what is the goal here? Like what is the goal? My goodness. Anyway. Hey, big shout out to the one and only Joyce Hicks. What's up, Joyce? Where you been, girl? Where you been? I'm here. You know, I'm waiting on you. All right, let's look at the next slide. Okay, yoga. Well, you know, this is my biggest challenge, you guys, is yoga. And I just get bored. But I know it's beneficial. So I've been working on that. After I helped Lacey out, Lacey Green, whoop whoop, when she put together her exercise program for Body, formerly Beachbody, it was good because we were stretching and I wanted to stretch and I know that I needed to stretch and we would do some poses that were yoga related. And so I've now put more yoga and Pilates type movements into my exercise routine. So I think we all can benefit from maintaining our flexibility and seeing what we can do to improve it. And then that helps with our range of motion. And then we can get more out of our exercise activities. However, if my goal is to drop some body fat, and I can only, let's say, do cardio or lift weights or do yoga, I'm not doing yoga. Now, I'll do yoga as part of the bigger picture, but if my goal is to lose some body fat, I'm not going to do yoga. If I only had 3 exercises I could do, or 2, it's going to be cardio and weights. I'm not doing yoga because my goal is to drop some body fat. Now, if you're where you are, you know, and of course this is hypothetical, then, you know, you could fit yoga in there. But again, why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you in an exercise routine? What are your goals? Find something that will exercise program that's going to get you to where you said you want to be. Don't be okay with saying you want something like, I want to lose weight and just never get it done. That's why people have a coach. And it sucks sometimes when you have a coach, right? Because you got to call them and maybe you didn't have a good week. Maybe you gained 2 pounds. But that's why you have a damn coach. It's not supposed to be perfect. Jeez. And, you know, it's great when your weight is down. Okay, great for you. That's easy for the coach. I'm just going to say, okay, well, great week. Let's keep doing what we're doing. But when you hit some plateaus or you hit stalls, that's when you, and your motivation's dwindling. That's when you call the coach. Help us, Lord. Help us, Lord. All right, next slide. Resistance training. Oh, guys, resistance training is the fountain of youth. The more mature you are, the more it becomes of extremely high importance. When you're 75, 80, 85, resistance training is even more important. Everyone hearing my voice, we all must find time to perform resistance training. It's that important. And if you need a program, reach out to me. I can help you out with that. Okay. But resistance training is beneficial for everybody. Okay. I got some questions that have come in and I have a way to be able to answer them. So let me just do another slide. Walking, when you can walk and or jog, walk, jog, sprint, man, one of the most powerful, most effective exercises in the world. And it's good to get outdoors. You know, obviously if it's too hot where you live, it makes it a little bit challenging. That's why when people can have a treadmill or an elliptical, something at home, and it's always available to them, wow. If I was a type 2 diabetic, I would 100% have a treadmill in my house. Guaranteed. Because I would use movement to help control my blood sugars. Then I wouldn't have to inject insulin or I would be able to cut down on my insulin. A treadmill or an elliptical, something like that in the house is powerful. And if you can't walk, or you have a hard time with that, then I mean, get a bike, stationary bike. But man, walking is powerful. Okay, and I think that is it. All right, so let me ask you these questions, and then I'll go. So I have a question that came in from Susan Rogers. How you doing, Susan? She says, "Those that I can do sitting in a chair, I cannot get on the floor." Okay. So what Susan is saying is, you know, if I can't get on the floor, can I sit in a chair and get in my exercises? Absolutely. Great place to start. Great place to start. Okay. Okay, that was Susan. Let me see. I don't think I see any other questions. So I think we're good. All is good. All right. Well, I just wanted to come in, you guys, and just share some information. I don't get a chance to talk about exercise much, but exercise is very important. Same as nutrition is very important. Same as mental health is very important. But just ask yourself, why am I exercising? Figure out what it is that you want to achieve. And that will tell you what would be the best way to exercise. And then you just ask that question, what am I willing to do? Because some people are not willing, and that's fine. But there's something you're willing to do. It could be walking in place for 12 minutes. Like in our 8-week fat loss challenge, there's people who they did the 8-week fat loss challenge, and we have this thing. It starts off with the daily 10, and they're still doing that. And they've gotten stronger, and people got more fit. And I saw people dropping body fat, and it was a great way to get them like to jumpstart a new way of thinking about exercise and how they could fit into their lives. And that's been really cool to see that happen. So I'm thankful for the 8-week fat loss challenge because it's really helped a lot of people do some things. Sometimes that was a little uncomfortable, but they were willing to try. And then as a result, they got stronger. So anyway, I'm Robert Ferguson. I want to say thank you for being here. And if you have not gone to our YouTube channel, please do so. And when you go there, you can always click on lives and you can catch whatever lives we had. And now every time I go live, I'm also putting it on the homepage so that you don't have to click on live, that you'll get whatever our most recent share was. And I call this a share. I'm Robert Ferguson. If you got questions, reach out to us. Other than that, be blessed. And let's keep Hawaii in our prayers, and all those who are dealing with challenging moments like that. God bless them, and let's just lift them up and do whatever you can. If you know someone who has family that lives there, check in on them, give them a call. My kids were just in Hawaii on a vacation with their mom and grandma, and I just go, wow, you just never know. Definitely made me like think about it. And I've been to Hawaii many, many, many times. I know exactly that area. It'll never be the same. And and the people in Hawaii are just amazing, loving, caring, appreciative people. I mean, you have those people everywhere, but when you're in Hawaii, you can just feel it. Like there's a respect for nature and the community. I really feel sadness for what has taken place in Hawaii. So prayers, I'm definitely sending prayers and positive vibes to the people in Hawaii. So God bless you all. Until the next one, peace.